Hi everyone, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Vanessa. I'm gonna be your tarot reader today. So welcome. I'm happy you're here today. Today's reading is gonna be about your future spouse. If you know them yet, when are they? Are they on their way? What's going on with that? Towards the end, we're gonna kind of talk about the spicy stuff a little bit. But let's get into it. 3 piles to pick from: rose quartz, cherry quartz, and opalites. Whichever's calling to you, pick it. Pile 1, if you pick the rose quartz, this reading is for you. Let's get into your spouse. Where are they coming? What is delaying them? What is going on? Can't remember which ones we're starting with. We're starting with tarot today. This is not in reverse. So your person is very, your future husband, wife, whatever you're into, is super powerful. They're very compassionate. They lead well. They're going to be like at the center of your household. If you should have kids with them or even pets, they will be very firm, and they will be very they will be the tough parent. Even if you feel like you're going to be the tough parent, they are even tougher. They always go to you when they think they'll get a yes, and you sometimes don't want to say no, so you'll be like, go ask your other parents. They're very successful. They work very hard. Very compassionate, and I think sometimes they don't come off that way. They don't come off as soft as they are. They come off quite firm and rigid and strong and powerful and commanding, and their provider. They always want you to be safe and provided for and healthy and happy, and they work really hard. There's a strong sense of an insane amount of happiness with you guys. An insane amount of beautiful energy, like a beautiful, bright, lovely home, like a beautiful, bright relationship. Very sweet, very loving, very it's just so sweet. I think though it is gonna take one or both of you guys can struggle with opening up, can struggle with letting other people in. So it might be a little tough to get off the ground, but I think that there could be a fear of losing each other that kind of lights a fire on your ass, that you're like, you know what, all or nothing. Like, we're either gonna try and fail, or we're gonna not try at all and just what ifs, you know? And I think that it's not quite there yet. If you know this person, I don't know if you know this person. It could be very fresh. It's still really new. And one of you guys or both of you guys could feel quite impatient about it, but the universe is just urging you to take it slow, honestly. Just get to know each other, see their red flags, and see if it's something you can, move forward with. But there is a sense of wanting it to happen already, wanting it to already be in fruition, already being comfortable, already, sleeping over. You guys just want it there already. But it's going to take a little bit of patience, because we have slow and steady, and then we have protecting treasure. So like I was saying earlier, there's a strong sense of they don't want you to be in any kind of pain. They don't want you to ever be lacking. They don't ever want you to be wondering where they're at. If they work late, they're always going to be like, babe, finishing up this last project, I'll be home in 15. That type of thing. And it's going to start off quite slow. You guys are going to move towards each other very slowly, because you guys are cautious. I think that a lot of you guys or your person has been really hurt in the past, so you're just scared to just jump into something, especially because you know what happens once you get attached to someone and it doesn't end up working out. And perhaps you've been in toxic relationships before, where once you are attached, you make excuses for behavior that you should not be putting up with. And I think that you guys are gonna vet each other. You guys both know. You guys have both been there in deep rip your heart out heartache. and you're not willing to, you're willing to do it, but you're not willing to do it for just anyone, and you guys are going to take the chance with each other, hence being your future spouse. And then we have duality. Yeah, like I keep talking about, like, I can't make up my mind, like, who's the one that's been hurt or who's the one that's scared, because I think it's both of you. But you guys create this, okay, we have spirals here. It's not going to be easy, and I think it's all emotional. It's not going to be easy. The best things never are. But you guys create such a beautiful home life, such a beautiful relationship connection. Like, you guys don't hold each other back. Like, you know, everybody gets jealous, but you're not controlling towards each other. You're not like holding each other on a leash. You guys give each other plenty of space to breathe and be and respect each other and communicate really well. And you mirror each other. And you guys could be quite different. Like, you guys could come from, you guys can look very different, but yet come from similar situations, backgrounds, have a similar heart, but just probably look quite different to others on the outside. We have chemistry. There is a strong magnetic attraction here. So from the moment you guys meet each other, you guys are literally magnets. You guys cannot stay away. You guys think about each other even when the other person, you're not sure about the connection. You know, you don't know if they feel the same way, but they do, and they feel the same way. Like, I don't know if they feel like the strong pull, like it's too soon, what's going on. And when you guys are together, like, you know, like, I want to spend the rest of my life with this person. Is it too soon? How do I tell them? What do I do? And for a lot of it, if you guys run in the same circle or anything like that, your friends can kind of be like, whoa, where have you been? Why haven't I seen you in so long? What's going on with you? But it's because you guys have built this beautiful connection, this beautiful world of love and compassion and understanding, and that, like, it's hard. You guys just want to be with each other. Don't neglect your friends, because, you know, friends are very important, and I think eventually you'll get back to them, but there's a long honeymoon period that I feel like probably never goes away. Like, you're always excited to come home to them. You're both very special. It's really hard to separate you guys. I think that you guys could be really close. You guys get super close and super understanding of each other. It's really hard for the energies to separate you guys, because I feel like you guys are both probably providers and nurturers and strong, and all the things that I was saying at the beginning about your person, you are those things as well. Like, you guys both, we have the King of Autumn there, compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, gifted. Like, you guys are both there. You guys both have these amazing qualities. I think both of you guys could, like, have to be off fender, like, what do I want to say? Both of you guys struggle with, like, people always wanting your attention, people always trying to get in your space, trying to get to know you, and you are kind of like, nah, like, I'm good. And so is your person. Like, you guys hold out for the right person, which is each other. And you guys both like it that you guys are, like, you guys don't just give it up or give in to anybody who, like, at the first time that they like you. You guys both choose each other. Okay, so sexual energy. They like your boobies. They like to make you mad just to beg for your forgiveness, right? Like, they just like to get into petty, like, arguments or discussions just to get the fire in you going. They know how to push your buttons, and they're not like the serious buttons, but they are some buttons. They like to watch you get dressed. They like to help you get off. They like when you ride them, possibly reverse cowgirl. I was talking about how you guys are the same. Okay, we have the Emperor there, and now we have the Empress. You're more spiritual than they are, but they learn to, like, understand that side of you. Your connection is meant to be, and you cannot stop it, and that's where I'm leaving you. I think that the sex life is good. It's different. It's kinky. and it is so important, but everything else in the relationship connection is equally as important, and you guys focus on everything, which is why at the end of the day you want to be intimate with them, you want to share yourself with them, because they have put in the work to make you feel comfortable in other ways, where they have listened and respected you. They don't you're not an object to them. You're not there to just take care of their offspring or their household or any of that. They understand traditional roles, but there's respect that comes with that. They could have a really good relationship with their mother, or really, yeah. Pile number 1, that's all I have for you. If you enjoyed this, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys. What's up, pile 2? If you picked the cherry quartz, this reading is for you. I'm so happy you're here. Let's get into it. Gosh, I can't. Oh, I'm doing tarot first. So, beautiful energy. Congratulations. 10 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, King of Cups. So, lots of strong emotions. They are so nurturing, so beautiful. So, this, like, relationship, everything that you lack they have, and everything that they lack you have, so it makes for like a super balanced and perfect family life. People walk down the street and go like, that is such a beautiful family. And the funny thing is it's not just for appearance, it's not just for the onlookers. Like, when you guys go home, it's just as beautiful too. The type of relationship where you guys compromise. Like, if one of you guys doesn't like to do something, you'll do it, and then the other person will do something that you don't like to do, you know, if it's household chores and that type of thing. You guys get along beautifully. Also, you guys are insanely beautiful, like insanely beautiful. And as is your person, that's why people stop you on the street and go like, you have such a beautiful family. Like, just gorgeous. And then thriving. I do want to talk about something. Thriving, a conscious lack, orphaned, and all that glitters. So when your person has had a rough childhood. They worked really hard to get where they are. They worked really hard to be compassionate, to lose toxic tendencies, to maybe they realized that they were, you know, perhaps avoidant or an avoidant attachment style. I'm referring to, they could have had deep-rooted fears of being abandoned, so they were always like, I leave first, or I won't let you get close enough. Their heart was so big, but they were so terrified of it just like crumbling to pieces again, like it did when they were little. It's really sad. But through your connection, or through their life as a whole, like, they found motivation to work on themselves, to the point that now if they are a parent, they are like insanely active in their children's life. They are not an absent parent. They are there playing with them. They are there teaching them life skills. They are there taking them on fun Saturday trips. Like, it's the type of person that if you do if you do a lot in the household, they try to take the kids out on Saturday mornings so you get to sleep in and just spend your time, and then they bring you back some flowers and some breakfast, or they make breakfast with the kids. It's really, really beautiful. And then we have a dragon's lair and spirit of place. So you guys build your home to such a degree that it is so beautiful and fun. Like, all the kids in the neighborhood, if you have kids, take it as it resonates. Or all the dogs and cats want to come play at your place because it's so special and so inviting and warm, and it feels like a whole nother planet in your home. And if you're stressed out, if you already know this person, it would benefit you to not overthink it, to let go, to know that they want what they want with you. They are working on themselves. You cannot push it. But for a lot of you guys meet this person once they have gone through their transformation, and you're scared that it's not all it's cracked up to be. You're just like, how can this person be so perfect? How can they be so giving, so thoughtful, so beautiful on top of it? They're so attractive, and sometimes attractive people, especially attractive men, get a bad rep for being players, or like, because they're so charming and attractive, and you're like, no, this isn't real. You're talking to 25 of the girls, and you can get that sense when you first meet them, and you're like, why me? Like, I'm not as beautiful, but you are. You're equally, if not more. Very beautiful. Both of you guys are like insanely attractive. Like, that's all I keep getting. Like, such an attractive fucking couple. But you guys are equal. You guys are good enough. And then we have growth and truth. So this person, it's right in your face, and I think you struggle with, or you will struggle with, accepting that you are getting this picture perfect, TV perfect, magazine perfect life with this person. You can kind of feel like, well, why me? Like, what did I do to deserve this? And it's like, well, you deserve it regardless if you think you deserve it or not, regardless of your questions, regardless of your uncertainties. Like, this is for you, it's meant for you, and you guys deserve to be happy with your person. It inspires this connection, a lot of growth. So for some of you guys can meet, and it's like they're struggling with things, so you guys don't, it never goes anywhere, and then you guys pick it back up, and you guys are both different people. For a lot of you guys, it can happen once you guys are already done with your transformation. So if you feel like you are not ready, then get ready, because they're coming. And we have keep an open mind and worth waiting for. Yes. So that's a strong sense that I'm getting. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So I feel like there's an impatience from you of like, where's my person, and I'm ready now, and why can't I have it? And maybe you're manifesting a lot, you're daydreaming a lot, you're just putting too much energy into it, where you should be putting more energy into other aspects of your lives, whether it's your friendships, your other relationships, work, whatever the case is. This is going to happen regardless. But it's best not to like overwhelm yourself with thinking about it and the possibilities. And then keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So you can kind of, like I said, I think you get a little in your head about how attractive this person is. You're like, I'm gonna have to spend the rest of my life fending off all these women that are always, or men that are always sliding in the DMs, going up to them at church, going up to them at the grocery store. Like, do I want this life? This person's just too attractive. But you gotta keep an open mind. That's so funny. Because like, what a problem to have. Like, your person's just too attractive. And then we have the High Priestess, we have the Justice card, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. Again, Queen of Pentacles twice. Your success, like what you have done for yourself, is so attractive to them. When they first meet you, they're a little creepy and like just think about you a lot. And creepy is only creepy if you don't feel the same way about the person, but you do. So when I say creepy, I don't mean actually creepy. You like it. But they watch you a lot and they think about you a lot. Even when you guys are together, like when like they're self-pleasuring, they still think about you even years after, you guys have been together. Like, you're their fantasy. You're their dream person. You're their dream ideal standard. Like, I think that's what makes it so unbelievable. You're like, me? Like, I'm what gets you going? And they're like, yes, come here. It's really beautiful energy. Pile number 3, that's all I really have for you today. If that resonated with you, please let me know in the comments. And only you will know if you've met this person yet, if that sounded like someone you know. If not, get ready. Go work on whatever it is you need to work on, and put your energy elsewhere, because they're coming. Be ready for them. Bye, guys. Pile number 3. I started getting a little ahead of myself, and I started pulling out the cards before I started the the video, and I haven't done that for any piles. So there's a lot of eagerness to this pile. Let's get into why. So for some of you guys, this is someone that has already been in your life, that is in your life currently. Or you have yet to meet, but this is kind of how it's going to play out. So take that as it resonates. But you could have children with them. They could have children. You could have children. Okay, children. It could even be like younger siblings, nieces, nephews. There's children. That doesn't resonate. Leave it. Doesn't matter. This is similar energy to pile number 1. It's weird. Just here, though. We'll get into the rest. Okay, but I'm a little stumped. So we have the Emperor and the King of Pentacles. So they work really hard. They work hard with their hands. They sweat. They get smelly. They get down and dirty. They stop at nothing. They are not lazy. They do not just sit back and make others do the work. However, I think that they do eventually. They started off there, okay? So take that as a resonate. They started off at the bottom. They started off doing the hard work, the work that left their body and their bones aching. And they got to a position of power. They started their own business. They sit back and call the shots eventually in their life. This is very, very masculine energy, very in their power, very, their word is their word, and people have to bend to their will. And I think that could be quite challenging for you. You might be a little bit softer, and I think that's kind of something that you guys have to end up working on or working through. But there's a strong sense. Give me a sec, guys. There's a strong sense. There's a card missing. So I'm going to pull it out right now. There's a strong sense that you guys were together, we're talking, we're in some type of connection that had to kind of pause or end. Maybe they had to go into the army, military, take that as a resonance. They had to walk away. You had to walk away. Maybe it wasn't working. And so for the kids, you're like, you know, let's just co-parent for a little while. And for many years, you guys could have stayed that way. That doesn't resonate. Don't worry about it. There's just something that you guys had to kind of walk away from each other, or, you know, there was a pause. There was something that, there was a bump in the road, but they still watched. They still cared. They still wanted to make sure that you were taken care of. Sorry, I'm having a hard time pulling this card. It's really interesting. I had a hard time pulling oracle cards, but when it came to the sexual energy, that was the easiest one to pull. So that's very telling. Wonders. And I think that you guys often like ask yourselves, like, will we ever get back? Like, will this ever work out with us? Like, are they meant to be in my life? Yes, they are. They are coming back. You guys are gonna have a beautiful union. Let's talk about more about that beautiful union. However, they have a lot to learn. They need to learn how to be more gentle with their words. If they've been like kind of brutal, or even with their actions, maybe they're a little careless with your heart. They don't realize like how sensitive you are, or how the things that they do affect you. Maybe they've been childish, and it's tough because this pile is the least fairy tale like. It's the least desirable, quote unquote. But the reality is that love isn't perfect. Love isn't like the movies where you meet them and it's so beautiful and then they do something wrong, but then you forgive them. Wait, maybe this is exactly like this pile. No, but there's a certain level of fairy tale-ness that or there's a level of like perfectness that sometimes we want from people in real life. We're like, well, if they don't do this, then no. Well, if they're not meeting my expectations 100%, you know, like we're kind of quick to be like, it's not perfect, so I don't want it, or something like that. But love isn't perfect. Life isn't perfect. There is no perfect person. We all know this. But we have solitude and gentle gardener. So they have like They have a journey to go through that they have to do by themselves, that it kind of takes them away from you for a little bit at one point in your connection. But they come back so much better for it. They come back being who you need them to be. The fights are less like explosive, it's less toxic, it's more understanding and kind. It's beautiful. And we have time to go and exchanging of gifts. When they come back, they're gonna come back really sweetly. If you've before like wanted them to give you flowers and they never did, they come back giving you flowers. They come back with a ring. They come back. And take it as it resonates. You know, if you're a man and you're not into flowers and rings and all that, whatever it is that you're into, they start being able to do that for you. But there is a strong, like walking away, a strong sadness that leads to happiness. Because look at how these cards are. We have loss, we have solitude, and we have time to go. Dark cards, right? But then we have wonder. We have gentle gardener. We have exchanging of gifts. Like the energy completely shifts and changes. And then we have creativity and integration. If some of you guys can end up like having kids outside of them, or they do, and it becomes a blended family. For others of you, I hate to say this, and please take this with a grain of salt, and it's not for everybody. They could have left you for someone else, because they thought that's what they needed to do. Maybe they had a child with someone else and they thought that they needed to stick it out for the kid, and then they learned that, like, no, listen, like, that's not going to make a good family home if you hate your spouse. You know what I mean? So take that as it resonates. It's not for everybody. And then we have unrequited love, but then we have you deserve love. So unrequited love, there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going, is what it feels like when they go off and they do their own thing, and you're kind of honestly left like, even if they give you the right explanation, even if you know it's not about you, you're still kind of left like, well, what did I do wrong? How could this be this and that, and the other? But it's not about you. You deserve love, and they know that, and they know that where they are in life, they can't really give that to you, and they love you enough to let you go until they can fix themselves and they can be good enough for you. So maybe, honestly, the more I think about it, I was like, you know, this is the least fairy tale. This is the least desirable one. And it's maybe the most realistic one. But the more I think about it, it's like maybe it's the most unrealistic one. Because usually we should walk away from these people. We should never give them another chance. But this person actually changes. This person actually can show up and come through and be the person that you need them to be. So many cards came out. Like more than the other piles. 7 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. Your sex life, oh my god, is so, it leaves people envious, like how much fluids are exchanged, how like hard and wet everybody gets here. They do not hesitate to lick and suck and kiss every part of your body. They always make you feel so desired, and I think you do the same for them. There's a lot of like body worshipping going on, where they're like in love of your body parts and can't get enough of them, and you do the same for them. Lots of orgasms over and over and over, lots of writing, lots of touching, exploring each other's body all the time. Pile number 3, that's all I really have for you guys. If this resonated with you, don't hesitate to let me know in the comments. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.